Hey, thanks, man.
There's a little bit more left in there.
What? So good.
All right.
This is some fine. There's some like fine grain.
Yeah.
It's actually my favorite part.
Really?
When you get to, when you get to the end of something.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Again. So basically, we were coming together today to bring you this video. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this world. And thank you for choosing to watching us entertain you. So what this is a video podcast that we're hoping takes off and makes us millions of dollars. No, I'm just kidding.
Tons of cash.
Tons of cash.
Stacks
just like straight
of
cash.
cash.
I'll give you the address at the end to send straight cash to. No, that's we basically wanted to come together on this video and spread a message. The name of this series is going to be called All In Good Faith. Where that ultimately comes from is the phrase "all in good fun."
Yeah.
It's funny because when me and Joe were kind of talking about this idea, and he was like, "What do you want to name it?" And All in Good Faith just kind of came out, and he was like, "I absolutely love it," and I was like, "Don't really know where it came from, but I guess it just kind of came to me." But ultimately, it's and you'll see it's kind of split up. You'll see All In is hyphenated, and then comma Good Faith, because ultimately that's what I feel like it has to be. Number one, you got to be committed to it. You got to be all in. And everything you do, you got to do with faith, and it's got to be good faith, and not selfish.
Amen.
So, and ultimately, that's where this came from. We wanted to spread some light on the world. Just feel like a lot of what we've been seeing has just been negative, especially today's age when it comes to political views and unfortunately the shootings that are happening out there. We just feel like you're never going to get rid of the hate. You're never going to get rid of it. But the more you can combat it, the better we are. I mean, we're soldiers out here, right, on the front line. And if we can combat it with as much positive as we possibly can, then at least we can keep down some of that negative and hopefully spread a positive light.
Right.
So ultimately, you don't know who I am. Probably don't. I mean, you might know him. He's a lot more famous than I am. This guy is. But my name is Steve Irwin. No relation to the crocodile hunter. I am a junior though. My dad is Steve Irwin Sr., but not the crocodile hunter. I currently work at a telecommunications company for my day job. I've been there a little over 13 years now. I also on the side am a photographer, so that's where I kind of fell into my passion. We'll talk about that in a bit. And I have a beautiful, loving wife at home, 2 rescue dogs that are just absolutely crazy and nuts. But that's basically my life in a nutshell. Like I said, work telecommunications, my photography work, and outside of that, I also do some volunteer work where I can and where I can help. Other than that, I'll turn it over to you, Joe.
And a fantastic human being to boot.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So my name is Joe Buchanan.
Blushing.
I'm a Jewish Americana touring artist. I spend most of my time on the road visiting communities and leading an original Americana style Shabbat service. For those of you who don't know what Americana is, I feel like I need to say it's like imagine country music and like roots rock and roll had a baby and it was raised by their cousin Bluegrass and their other cousin Folk, and then like Uncle Blues would like take the baby to Six Flags. Like that's Americana music. So that's what I do. And I do concerts and tour dates and all that good stuff, and really try everything I can to spread the kind of message we're going to talk about today through music and through faith and talking about faith. I'm married. As of this year, it'll be 19 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Stephen took the pictures of my renewal of vows on my 18th wedding anniversary, and so good.
Awesome.
And I got a young son who's fixing to go off to college, so I don't know what I did right, but I did something right.
Hey, there we go. Well, we'll talk about how we learned to do right today.
Yes.
So ultimately, one of the things that we talk about, and let me give a little backstory about how we met. So I had taken a new position where I had to travel for training, and it was one of the flights, I believe it was here to, and I was thinking back that day when we had the conversation. I can't remember if it was here to Dallas or here to Nashville.
It was one of them.
It was one of them because then you're going either east or back down to like Alabama, and I can't remember
Yeah.
where exactly it was. So, but anyways, I'd seen Joe early in the morning, not too early, about 9ish, I'd say. This guy's not a 5 o'clock kind of
Don't do
person,
it.
not an early bird.
Don't do it.
But I'd seen him come in, and I'm still kind of waking up myself and just gathering all my stuff and just making sure I'm good to go. And he comes in wearing the hat and has his guitar with him, and I was like, this dude definitely is a performer, So I'm just gonna I stand back and watch a lot, no matter what it is that I do, I observe. And he goes out there and he's talking to a couple different people and just kind of chatting it up, and I was like, man, this dude's